No, here, look.
You sure can be trusted.
I drew this one right here.
We already knew Caden was a snake eyes. Nothing.
Look, I drew this one right here.
Wow. Weird. It looks like almost identical to your other one.
No, this one has. So it has 4 layers. Mine has 3.
So it couldn't have been you.
Mine's more realistic.
Yeah. So.
I watched you draw that one.
No, wait.
Or this one. The one on the back there. I watched you
Yeah,
draw.
snake.
Alright. Hey guys,
I watched
cooking snakes are fun, okay?
I love
Hey,
snake.
so, attention up here, please. We're on section 0.3, okay? We're solving 2-step equations. Okay? So, for a 2-step equation, that means we have how many steps?
2.
2. What? No way, okay? They got me 2. Okay. Hey, so we have 2-step equations here, okay? So, in this case, we're doing either a multiplication and division as well as an addition and subtraction, okay? Please don't just work ahead right now. I want your attention.
But I
Okay.
know the answer. Like,
I wasn't working on it. I was searching
Yeah.
the box.
I want your attention though. Okay.
Oh, no, but actually,
So you're paying him.
I'm flexing my dog.
Let's put it away.
They actually don't see how six.
No.
So I don't play Mr.
I'm
So,
playing.
Anyway, hey guys, so 2a minus 6 is equal to 4. What's happening with a? It's being what and what? Two things are happening. Multiplied by 2 and
Subtracted
by
6.
Very good. So
2.
multiplied by 2, subtracted by 6, okay? So we need to figure out what do we need to do first, okay? Well, when we're solving equations, we do the order of operations in reverse. When we're solving equations, we try to do the order of operations in reverse. So instead of doing PEMDAS, we end up looking to SADMEP. Instead of PEMDAS, we'll end up looking to SADMEP. So what comes first now? What 2 things would come first now? Subtraction and addition. So what are we going to deal with first here? Subtraction, the -6. So how do we undo that -6?
Divide.
Nope, we have to add, because adding is the opposite of subtraction.
Add 6.
If I add 6 to this side, yep, what do I do here?
Opposite side of
The same thing on the other side of the equation. We add 6 to both sides, okay? Can I add 6 to 2a? No, but what's -6 plus 6? 0. That's why we did that. So now we're left with
4 equals
Now we're left with 2a, and then 4 plus 6 or 6 plus 4 is in
And
fact
then now
10.
you're stuck with your one that you did last time.
And now we have, sorry for shushing here. Now we have the equation we had last time, okay? This is 2a is equal to 10. This is just like what we would have had on the last worksheet, or the last section, or the warm-up today, okay? So now we're down to a 1 step. So after we took care of our SA and our SADMEP, our subtraction and addition, we're just left with multiplication and division, and we have 1 step left. Here, what is that 1 step? Yeah, what operation is that? Division. And we're dividing because we currently have, what operation do we currently have? Multiplication. They undo each other. So A is equal to what number, Sierra? Yes, A is equal to 5. Very good. A is equal to 5, okay? Put it away, please.
I was just texting my dad telling him it's snowing outside.
Okay. You want to put your phone in your backpack, please?
His dad actually likes when it snows outside though.
Close enough. Right? Hey, so, do you think we can follow the same principle number 2?
Kind of.
I hope so. Okay, let's try number 2. Hey, actually, here's what I want you to think about this with number 2, guys. Okay? Do we see any multiplication going on?
No.
Okay, let me show you some multiplication. Negative r is like a negative what number times r?
1.
It's like a negative 1 times r. Now do we see multiplication in addition? Now we see 2 steps, okay? So now I want you guys to solve number 2.
Wait, my only question is, where'd you get the bottom 2s from?
Over here?
Yeah.
It's literally.
Because we multiplied by 2, so we're dividing by 2. Just like how we added 6, we're dividing by 2, same thing.
Okay.
When you have it, raise your hand, please.
Gonna do the 2-step.
Wait till I should have like that.
What number are you dividing by? 7.
Wait, dividing by what?
Yeah, so you have, I agree with negative what times r? What did I write in there? What did I write? Negative what times r?
1?
Yeah. You don't see a number there. It's really like a secretly a 1. So put like a negative 1. So now it's multiplying with r. Negative 1. So what are you going to divide by?
Negative 1?
We don't just come, if we divide by whatever's being there, we don't just pick a number.
Okay, I think got it.
You want to check it?
What'd you get? Because I'm done.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who wants to come up and teach us one?
let me try
No,
this.
let me, please.
Here's the problem
You
with
want to try teaching me, Anthony?
Yeah, let me try
Okay,
this.
go ahead and teach it.
Wait, first you check this answer.
No, you already checked.
But I don't trust it.
That's correct.
Alright, so first we're gonna pick the colors. It's spooky season. So
Spooktober.
we're going orange.
Speak black.
One more day until spooky season.
We want sky.
2 more days.
Okay, so
Tomorrow's Halloween.
First,
Spooky season's over in 2 days.
Oh, 'cause today's
Spooky season's still tomorrow.
You know it's Oscar's birthday today?
I mean, if you're counting today, and
Oscar's 18. He said he's gonna buy cigarettes for the football coach.
Oh shoot. Oh no.
He's gonna buy Coach D.
I didn't push it. I was
but she
going.
smokes.
I was going up here to grab this, and I was like, oh shoot.
Hunter bought cigarettes for his dad yesterday. He had 2 18-year-olds in the football team.
Look at that.
Who's this?
Oscar and Hunter. The two only Indians, two that play football. Native Indian. Whatever you call it. The last one, to be precise.
So, in this, that's going to lie. In this, you're going to get that one. Oh, and then
Question.
equals.
Question. Yes. Yes, you didn't do it right. You did it like a teacher. Question.
What?
Yeah, I say question to say answer. Question.
Answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So once you cross out the 7, it's completely gone, right? Alright.
No, I don't know. All I know is, you have this negative 1r right here. And like that, so that's going to be there, that's going to be there. Then, that's just going to be 0. And they're going to have a negative 1 equals.
can I swap the next one?
No, I got the answer.
One correction I would make. Can anyone tell me what correction I would make?
I don't know. That's pretty good.
What's 1 divided by 1?
1.
1, okay.
So no, the denominator is
Actually, what should we be dividing by? What kind of
negative 1.
And so 1 divided by negative 1 isn't 0, but it's actually this negative 1 that's what we got over here is equal to the positive r. Does that make sense, Tony?
Yeah.
Thank you for explaining that, Mr. Mejia. Appreciate that. Okay. Now let's go ahead and work on this number. Blessing, let's rain down after us. Okay. Let's go ahead and work on number 3, please.
Good work on number 3. Okay, we do the subtraction first, correct?
Okay.
Try that part again.
That's where I got it wrong.
I agree with the first step, but I don't agree with how you execute the first step.
Now we're back to the regular stuff.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, shoot.
Oh. There's no.
Okay, I got it now.
Nope, I'm doing it.
Oh, you do, huh? The number you draw some lines underneath.
Huh?
The number you draw some lines underneath.
Yeah.
Flip this. So it'd be 2 over 1.
See foot lettuce?
No. Cut that out, please. Okay, then put
Let's
2
see
equals.
what internet connection
Big rip.
Yeah, Q is 50. And then 50 goes over what? 1. Okay, and then you go back to this. You use that with the, put it over there. So put 2 over 1.
My mom's like, you would never do that without your phone. I was like, you forget I had a Game Boy, right?
It's true.
I think I'm not good.
Good old Game Boy.
Okay, you want to check mine real quick so I can go teach it?
Ooh.
I'm not trying to go for my finesse.
gonna teach it actually, yeah.
Right now? Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. So,
Alright.
first we have the pen. Okay, you gotta let this dude right here.
Which color? White.
Alright, so
There's a reason why you have that on.
Let's go brown.
I'm sure you don't want gray, it's close to white.
No, I want brown.
Yellow?
Brown.
Hey, if you do brown, you can draw more poop like you did on your.
Brown.
Hey, we're going with brown, alright. Okay, I need that to move.
Move to the side. Like move your cursor to the side. And then wait a second.
Alright, so let me get this straight.
Upseason.
Easy to.
Shoot.
It's up season for the Nats last week.
Okay, boys. Everyone there?
Washington Nationals won last night to force games.
Okay, so yeah, right here, you go plus 13. Oh, that's purple. That was like
I'm not really a baseball type of thing. I'm more of a soccer type of guy.
Yeah, for sure.
Sorry. Did y'all see that?
Did you see Christian Pulisic against for Chelsea? What he did?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What did he do?
And
Yeah.
kicked a full court goal.
No. That's not a thing.
What did he do?
He had a hat trick. You know what that means?
That means he
Yeah.
scored 3 goals.
It means he scored 3 goals in one match.
That's-
He won player of the match as well, man of the match. With the game ball.
It's pretty cool. Pretty easy, but
Was he the only one scoring?
I believe he might have been the only one scoring.
Alright, plus 13, plus 13,
it's pretty easy.
13 plus 37 equals
I want
50.
you to go to practice once. Like,
And
soccer
then
practice.
after you do that, you go over here to
Yo,
over.
let's write.
I nicknamed on the soccer field as the sleepover.
I do it better.
Because
I
everyone is sleeping at the
Q equals.
Okay, hey, let's keep up with Daddy Hinton. Okay.
Okay, yep, he already knows. He already knows it.
Yeah.
One, cross that out because whatever. And then
Because whatever. That's not what
Q
it
equals
says.
50 over 1. And then use this reflip thing right here. Thing I'm circling.
Well, we do it over here too, right?
Well, let me answer this. This is my job interview.
Okay. And then you go 2 over 1, right?
Okay.
So does anyone know what 50 times 2 is?
Yes, I actually do. It's 100.
Yep. Alright. He feels special. Okay. Q equals 100 over 1. But do we have to put the over 1?
No, you don't actually.
Alright, so here.
Technically, you don't.
That's your answer, alright?
Very good, very good.
Hey, teamwork makes the dream work.
Oh, that's a little trashy.
That's poop.
Little.
Don't expect you to be.
It's a little crappy.
Yeah, you're gonna turn into the next Mr. Fossil, you know?
Hey, please don't cuss like that. I haven't matured enough to say those stuff words. Casey, you don't really know song.
You know,
You gotta draw some little like
gotta get that
little sting things.
green
Yeah.
stage.
Now draw some little flies above it.
Okay, and you know, you gotta get the black.
Draw some flies.
It's a little
Damn, it looks just like. Oh, got him.
Okay.
Are you calling me a crappy teacher?
Okay, no, not stick up free, but that was a little too harsh.
That was low-key
Oh, it's snowing.
I don't appreciate
I
it.
told you it's snowing.
Yeah, why are you guys so sad about it?
It's beautiful,
I mean, it's
honestly.
cold,
I ain't seen
and I
snow.
don't like cold.
That's
I
pretty
love-
beautiful, you
I
know?
love
And then, you know, just because it's snowing outside, you know.
Gotta make some of those snow droplets on it, make the poop white.
Well,
Guys,
snow,
that's so gross.
I don't know why people think snow is blue with colorings, but it's whatever, right? When people color snow, they usually color it blue.
No, no
I
cap.
normally color it white.
Kinda just looks like it's floating on some water.
It is.
Okay.
Turn in the ocean.
Alright, I'm
Yeah.
trying
Can we
to
do the
learn.
next
Come on,
one?
I'm trying to learn.
There you go. Okay, let's go to the way, please.
Can we open the window a little bit?
Can it smell bad in here now?
No, I just like I want to see the
We can't open the window, so.
Guess what
Look
happened?
at that
The
turd
blind.
floating on the water.
Like,
Last night,
you're way too good at that.
I know.
I want you to know, like,
you
you,
practiced
like
with-
no human being should be that good at drawing feces.
I
I'm just saying. And like you can just tell like it just smells terribly. Like no one should know this. Like this is gonna be put on YouTube later.
I should have colored it brown.
Maybe later, okay? Hey, so let's turn our attention to number 4 now, please and thank you.
No, we had to erase it to do number 5 and 6.
Well,
Yeah,
that
what's up?
sucks.
They can work around it.
Oh, guess what happened last night?
Well, let me guess.
Okay.
That
Fell asleep at a reasonable time and got a good amount of sleep.
Never.
Dang it. See, I was just starting to think of the most outrageous thing possible.
No, last night I had pre-volleyball tryouts for River City.
Wow.
Yeah, and
He's
they
the pro.
put me-
Watch out.
They put me. We like had to line up in our age group because that's high school group, and they put me with the 17s. They're like, we want you to go over that court.
Wow.
She's really
That's
cool.
good. That's good. Playing up a bit.
Yeah, I know.
Really cool.
Yeah, I wish we were that guy also.
I know. Wait, hold
Sorry,
up.
I'm hurrying on, or else I
Hold
would,
up.
like,
No, I understand. Okay.
I would like to solve for this.
Thank you.
When will we ever get so good at a sport or something? Anything.
Aren't you like a
You played a couple of varsity downs.
What is varsity, Kate? I've never heard of that.
Varsity.
What?
What is that?
What does that mean?
Varsity? I've only heard of varsity for soccer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've known varsity soccer too.
Yeah, it's
No,
so,
and
that's
swim
pretty
team,
easy.
and swim team.
Soccer's pretty easy to
It's
swim
varsity.
That's a
Swim
good-
team is like no competition. Like I just the kids. Like I literally just paddle my feet and destroy everyone.
Takes enough skill.
I'm literally like I'm like a human motorboat. Like I can literally go 40 miles an hour with just my feet. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up.
I'm holding this up.
Wait, that finishes your question. It's a good workout, huh?
Kate, that's pretty heavy.
Okay, so it's -2.
Not good though. I felt lotion in my hands.
Like sober, yeah.
Hold it up. Hold it up. Keep her up. Alright.
Thanks for hours in this like I walk in.
What are you guys doing in
Oh, he
here?
asked me to hold up.
S equals -2.
Right
Where did I get the -2 at?
there. Yeah, good spot. And that's over 12 equals.
-2 and then where's the 120 go?
Wow, where'd you get 120 from?
12 times 11.
No.
-11.
What did you do first?
I did this.
Yeah, you did the addition first, right?
Yeah.
So the raise multiplication was so then you just do the addition, so you have S over 12
Okay.
equals what?
I thought we did subtract first.
Yeah, you take care of that. So go ahead.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Nine.
Nice can hold out.
Plus 9 and
Pretty
negative
good
2.
isolation.
So S over 12.
S over 12 equals.
And now we have a problem like we did on the homework, right?
Oh, yeah. 12 over 1.
I got Y's and tries today too.
S
So
equals
Let's get a warm up in.
-2, which I did over 1. 12 times -2.
So you're doing this one?
24.
Yes, sir. I definitely think you should take this one. Eyes are sure.
Okay, put down.
Sierra, go ahead.
I'm not enough. Sorry for my head.
They probably are.
Oh,
Little faith.
where's the?
Oh, it's right there, sorry.
I don't know, it's gray on a white piece of paper. Sorry, I had to say. I feel bad now.
That wasn't that good.
I know, but like,
It's great.
my mom always says that, like, if I lose, like, say, like, I lose, like, my picture, I lost my picture yesterday. She says, I don't know, it's a white packet on a brown table. You know, like,
So you add 9. Is that you
You can
subtract?
keep it. I don't know. Little bit Sierra.
Bro, wasteful.
Yeah, why throw it up?
I can do
Disgrace.
that. I can take that lead.
take it.
You don't stop in the
I'll
next
take
one?
it.
Take it.
Disgraceful.
Okay, guys, did you see what Sierra did?
Yes.
Okay.
Sort of.
Thank you, Siri. Not sort of.
She didn't teach it right.
No, she
No,
got it
she
right.
did.
She didn't
Good.
use teacher.
She didn't talk about it enough.
No, she was teaching right. Thank you,
I'm
Sierra.
sorry.
Okay. Hey, now here's the thing though. When we get to 5, it's a little bit different. What's different about 5 now compared to our first 4?
It has poop.
There's poop on it.
There's poop on it. What else?
Actually, no, the problem is like on.
There's flies.
Okay, what else is different if we ignore
Snowflakes.
the snowflakes, the poop, the stench, the water, all of that, okay, and the
The
flies?
snowflakes.
What do we have?
It's snowflakes.
The snowflakes.
Fraction.
The snow.
We have a fraction, but here we had a fraction. What's different between 4 and 5 though?
There's
Nothing.
a fraction with the number underneath it.
Okay, so this fraction had a number underneath it here, 12, but was the 9 underneath the 12 or no? Was the 9 there? Well, is the 12 part of it now? Okay, so here's the thing. We like to do subtraction and addition first, right?
Yeah.
But, attention up here, this is really important, guys. Okay?
Super.
Okay, this is one of like the big 2 concepts for me. Okay, this is was our first one. This is our second big concept today. Okay, that we really need to get.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so when we have the subtraction on the top, and then this 5 is dividing the whole side, isn't it? Okay, so what we want to try and do, is we want to see if we can add 12 right away. But the thing is, this 12 isn't free to add yet. The 12 isn't free to add yet. We cannot do that until we get rid of this fraction. Because the 12 is still being divided by the 5. Here, the 9 was free to add. It was already free to move. There wasn't anything underneath it. The 6 was free to move. The 7 was free to move. This 13 was free to move. But here, the 12 is not free to move yet because there's that number underneath the whole thing. So, because it's not free to move yet, we actually have to kind of change our order a little bit. We have to first get that free. So how can we get rid of this fraction?
We can do.
Multiply. Just like we've done before, we'll multiply by 5 over 1. So if I multiply to 5 over 1, what do I have to do to this side?
5 over 1.
The same thing. Now it's easiest for us to think of this as 4 over 1 then. Okay. So here, what's 5 and this 5? What do those both become? Nope. 1. Okay? So now we can distribute. You guys remember distributing?
Yeah.
Okay.
For
What's
sure.
1 times k? In the chat. Okay, what's 1 times negative 12?
So we did distribute that.
Equals, yes, we gotta distribute that 1. Is equal to 4 times 5, which is 20. Now are we able to move this 12?
Plus
Yeah.
12
Yeah.
plus 12.
Before,
32.
guys, we could not move the 12. We couldn't. We want to do addition and subtraction first. We really do. But we can't there.
K equals 32.
Okay? So we add 12, and then yes, k does equal 32. Okay? Questions on that one, guys?
Nope, it's number 6 now.
Okay? I would love for you guys to do number 6. Hey, what do you guys notice about number 6? Is it pretty similar to number 5?
Yeah.
It is, okay? So we want to take care of addition and subtraction first, but we can't always, okay? Tony, if you could wait until right after we do number 6, I'd really appreciate that.
Grace, this isn't even yours. It's Addie Conley's.
Okay, so we started off with the multiplication.
Yeah, because we wanted to start off with this, but can we move this one yet? Are we free
No.
to? No. So we gotta say, oh, if we can't do that, now
Negative,
what?
negative 2 times 1 though.
Okay. Well, what did we multiply on the left? On
You
the
do
first
that.
one?
You put the 1 under the 6 now. Don't you?
No. Why did I choose 5? I didn't choose 5 because it was number 5. I chose 5 because it was being divided by 5.
Oh, so negative
Why did we
2.
multiply by 12 on number 4? Because it was divided by
Oh,
12.
so I can put negative 2 over 1 and then distribute it.
Well, and then you can cross multiply and then look to distribute. Because we cross multiplied this 5, made it a 1,
Oh,
and then distribute.
so it would be 2 over 1 and then the other fraction would be 1 over 2. Negative 2.
It's the same thing, 2 over 1. Like 5 over 1, 5 over 1, negative 2 over 1, negative 2 over 1.
Oh.
Just like here, hey, just like here, Kate, 12 over 1, 12 over 1, same idea.
Okay. Could you cross reduce this right here?
Oh, probably.
Since you got that 2 over 1 cross reduce there, with the not 1 and not 1.
Well, it's
No,
negative 2
not
though.
that one, that one.
It's negative 2 over 1.
No, it can't, unfortunately.
Negative
You can't cross reduce addition, right?
Are you saying negative functions, Tony?
Try this again. It's this times 2.
Did you say negative?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so
Like negative 2 over 1?
Is this
Is it
wrong
possible?
so far?
What was that?
I
right so far?
Can I solve this? Can I solve
This
this one?
negative 2 became a 1 on the right hand.
Zero.
Oh, no, a 1.
Why did you cross the street?
Yeah, you use cross streets, and that's what they become when they cross streets. Because what's negative 2
Oh, yeah,
divided
yeah,
by
yeah,
negative
yeah.
1? So you do 1 times n, which is
Oh wait,
1 times n, 1 times n,
One n.
and you wrote 2n. And then 1 times 1 is,
Which one?
yeah, so 1n plus 1, or is n plus 1? Plus 2. Wait, equals. And now you do
Brain
this
fart.
multiplication. Oh, no wonder it smells bad.
That's hard, bruh.
Negative 2.
Is this right?
What's negative 2 plus 1? So negative 1.
But in the
30. So what? Minus 1, minus 1, 29,
It's plus 1 plus 1.
equals 29.
I thought it was equals plus 1.
Let's see, look at this one.
You said minus 1.
Yeah, it's minus.
Wait, but I thought, wait,
I don't know.
negative 2 plus 1 equals negative 1.
Right.
Or multiplying? So that it would be,
So you need to cross
so it'd be positive.
negative 2 and negative 2.
I did.
What does it become?
It would become 1.
So write a normal 1 in their place. Okay. So now it's 1 times n. N. What's 1 times 1?
Oh,
Does that make sense now?
Yeah.
That's why I want you to go through those steps, because then you start seeing those things.
Guys, the rest
Yeah, it's not just to be mean, it's not just to make you do stuff, okay? You wanna,
that's negative 2 that's gonna change our answer. So 29 is gonna be a different number entirely, okay?
hey, who wants to come up and teach us one?
I'll
Gracie,
teach
you.
No, Gracie will teach us one, okay?
So, what, I have the, I still minus.
Negative.
Alright.
So same sign,
Oh, you add the
keep,
31.
right?
same sign, subtract.
Subtract?
Keep the sign, no, same
Right.
sign, add and keep different sign, subtract.
So n equals 30.
So you're on the, cursor right after you get the pen.
Just gonna make sure that it's.
No.
Hold on.
Look around.
Okay, so
Good call.
Guys, I should know. Sorry, got this.
okay, so 2 over 1 and then cross left. Negative 2. And then you gotta multiply by negative 2, which gets you negative 30. And then you gotta bring this down. And then you subtract 1 from the self to the n alone, which is 0. So you get n equals negative 31.
Now, hey, thank you very much, Gracie, okay? The negative kind of got wrapped up in your 3 there. So very good, okay? So what we want to do is what do we always want to try and do first? What operations do we want to do first? Subtraction and addition. But why couldn't we here on 5 and 6?
Because it was on like it was on a fraction.
It's part of the fraction, okay? We can't do the adding and subtracting when it's part of the big fraction. We have to undo that first, okay? Questions on that?
Basketball.
Okay? We're gonna have some homework, and yeah, we can play basketball with it for a while.
Let's go. Let's freaking go.
Where are we going?
TQ.
Oh, Joe.
Who's driving?